Where's Our Water, a World Cool version, written by Hannah Water by Aboriginal students from Newcastle High School.
All the animals around the Corcoran Hunter River have noticed that there is less Corcoran water to share around.
Wirrikata the kookaburra is very barrabillico, curious, and wants to know why there is no Carwin coming down the river to Newcastle.
So we journeyed up to the Primera River to find young turtle and asked her why there's no Gokwin flowing.
Where's our Cockawin? Wirrikata asks Youngun. Youngun replies that all the industries and people are using way too much Cockawin, and they don't care about it. She knows that the only way to have enough Cockawin is for everyone to care for it. If humans don't begin to care, we would all die, she cries.
As Wirrikata and Yunanang are talking, a great Birban sea eagle lands in front of them. How can I help? He asks. Yunanang gives Birban a quest to find out where the Kukunan is going.
Birban is the best for this task because he soars so high and has a great view across the Kurrawang and the Pirappa.
As Birban soars above the suburbs of Newcastle, he spies Ella and Timmy having great fun wasting Kukuin. They have been chasing their dog around the backyard with the hose and have walked off, leaving the Kukuin running.
This makes Birban very upset. He flies back to Wirrikata and Young. If the young ones Nokkabiliko waste the Gokwin, what will happen when they grow up?
On a log nearby, Wanaga Goanna has been listening with interest to Wirrikata, Yanang and Birban.
Begins to Gotaliko work out a plan in his mind to say the Gokwin. Wanaguru says to them, we cannot be cross with the children because they don't know what they are doing. They do not realise how precious Gorkon is.
We need to teach them to love Gorkwin because if we don't, we will all suffer.
We need them talking Barwilliko to learn the story about Gorkwin and give them ways to save it. That way they can tell their friends and our future will look brighter. We need to get all the animals Malang together and tell them the plan. That's a great idea. Agree. The cast of Tintin crabs shuttling nearby. Let's go and tell all the animals that we need them to come to a meeting and talk about Torquin and educate humans to look after it better.
When all the animals have gathered, Anang asked them how they can talk in Billiko, teach Ella and Timmy how precious Gorkwin is, and that they can Nortin Bar Billiko. I know, says Yotta. I can tell them the story of Tiddalik the giant frog.
He was so greedy that he kept all the Cockawin for himself. Baimi was so cross with him that he turned him into stone because he would not share the Cockawin with the other animals. Tiddalik is at Wollombi. We can show them a picture of Tiddalik and tell them that the earth will dry up and that turn the rock if we don't start to look after our Cockawin. Yotta has many stories belonging to the area and she loved to share her stories with other animals. It was exciting to think that they could share these stories with Ella and Timmy.
But will they listen? Asked Birban, because they need to listen if the plan of saving Cockawin is to work.
Of course they will listen, says Galena Eel. Can always be depended on to be the most optimistic creature of all of them. No, I truly believe that the children will Namiliko come to their senses and realise that they are using far too much Gorkwin. If we let them know it is getting harder to find Gorkwin to drink, I know they will change their behaviour. I just know it.
Meanwhile, Ella and Timmy decide to go for a walk down the river. They see all the animals having a meeting. The animals look up and see, and some of them are frightened of Ella and Timmy. However, Birubon stops them from running away as he reminds them that the children can help them save the Cuckooin.
Inang nudges Yorta to Williko. Tell her story about Tiddalik. The children are Bilibliko about what happened when you used too much Gorkwin. Gorkwin Talikan belongs to all, says Yorka at the end of her story, and if we don't love it and use it wisely, the earth will become parched and dry, just like the story of Tiddalik.
Ella and Timmy feel very Kanamiko, sad and sorry that they had been wasting Gorkwin. Listening to Yorta's story about Tiddalik and Nalkiliko, seeing the effect on the earth of communities that do not love and share Gorkwin, has made them want to Tunga Miliko Warai, find out about what they can do to change things for the future. How can we help? They both ask.
Warakata pipes up. You must take quicker showers because that Cuckooin Talakan. Yangan tells them if you want to help us, you must inculcate Tilteen, spread our message to all your family and friends.
Birubon says stop using the hose in the yard chasing the dog because Cuckooin is precious. The Tinting formed a circle around Ella and Tommy and says in unison, if we all do this together, we can save our planet.
Suddenly, it's time to go home. Ella and Timmy start to say goodbye to the animals, making a promise that they would try and use less Cuckooin and tell the others that they need to take care of Cuckooin as well. As they are leaving, Yanang calls out to them, if we all change a little bit of our behaviour, we can save a lot of Cuckooin. All of us need to take responsibility to take care of Cuckooin all the time.